Hi, I'm Marcus Engerman. I live in Brisbane and I'm the Deputy Managing Director for a executive search firm. I became involved with or got to know Property 360 through a connection of mine. My business partner knows Julian, and that was the way that introduction came about. In terms of my experience in working with Property 360 and Julian, look, it's been exceptional, actually, really good. Really enjoyed the availability, the engagement, the rapport, and most of all, their sort of understanding of the market and willingness to listen to our needs, combined with them sharing their expertise and advice, which is really what we were seeking. So my wife and I were exploring ways of making our money work better for us, the equity in our house and our super, and just making sure we had a strategy around that. And we were interested in considering property investment. We had the conversation with Julian about how the addition of investment properties would sort of augment our other investments and how that would work. And through that engagement, Julian was able to facilitate some financial planning advice, which enabled us to restructure and move ahead with purchasing two investment properties, which is where we're at now, and hopefully more to come. We were recommended to consider a townhouse in a complex in Peregian Springs in Queensland on the Sunshine Coast. We really liked the location and could see the potential there, and certainly the advice we were given from Julian was that there was a significant potential for capital gain and capital growth over the coming years. So yeah, we secured a townhouse in this complex, arguably the pick of the townhouses in the complex, and it was then rented almost immediately with a long-term rental, secure tenant, and great rental returns. Most pleasingly, the value of the property in comparison to the others that are selling around it now has already appreciated in value significantly. So we are we're absolutely delighted with that recommendation and that purchase and the whole process. Really, it's been excellent. The thing we find with Property 360 that sets them apart is, one, that they really took the time to understand what we wanted to do and what we were trying to achieve and what our preferences were, rather than sort of applying a cookie cutter, model to our circumstances. They listened, they sought to understand, and then provided advice that was sort of tailored and bespoke to our situation and needs. We found them unbelievably available, flexible, certainly brilliant expertise, and whenever we've got questions, sometimes we've got silly questions or naive questions, they're really patient and walk us through it, and overall the dynamic and the trust that we've been able to build in a relatively short amount of time has been quite unique and very different to our experience with other advisors in the past. So look, I absolutely and unconditionally recommend Property 360, Julian and the team. They've set us on a pathway to future financial success and wealth creation, and I think it's a combination of both their knowledge, the rapport we've built, the trust we've built, their availability and flexibility that have really built this great relationship and certainly enabled us to make some investments that are already contributing significantly to our ambitions. So we're really delighted and very happy to recommend to other people.